1500s, Europe had many wars about religion. One of those religions were the Mennonites. They were led by a man named Men of Simons. His people believed that religion was too complex and they wanted to make it simpler. For example, they thought it was wrong to baptize babies because they were too young to understand religion and make decisions by themselves. Because of their beliefs, the Mennonites were often killed or arrested. They fled to other parts of Europe where they held secret prayer meetings to avoid further violence. Yet they were found out and the harsh treatment continued. Urged by the violence directed at them, some Mennonites started following another leader named Jacob Ammons. He taught that people should wear very plain clothing and men should never shave. His people were called Amish, but even though the Amish were different than the Mennonites, the persecution continued. This made some members drop out, but the most convicted fled once again, hoping to find freedom in the new world. The first Amish left Europe on a ship named Charming Nancy. The Amish left Europe to escape further violence and headed for the New World in hopes of finding religious freedom. On this trip of 83 days, the families were packed into extremely close quarters and many children and adults died of bad food and water. The Amish landed in Philadelphia and settled nearby where other German-speaking religious groups were already settled. Thanks to these first voyagers, there are now over 100,000 Amish in the USA. The largest Amish settlements are in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana. They now also have settlements in Ontario, Canada. The Amish believe that they should be in the world, not of it. They demonstrate this belief in all areas of their lifestyle, from their mode of transportation to their plain attire and simple lifestyle. They do not meet in a regular church building. Instead, they meet in each other's homes every other Sunday. There, the Amish sing hymns and listen to the bishop's sermons for up to 3 hours. The men also always sit on separate pews than the women. The services are always conducted entirely in High German. After the service, the members enjoy a meal cooked by the host's wife. Then, they hitch up their horse and buggies and drive home. Amish children do not go to regular schools, as we do. Instead, they ride their bikes or walk to small, one-room schoolhouses. There, they learn only the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic, but they also learn the basics of Amish religion. They pray and sing hymns. Classes continue up to the 8th grade, for their religious beliefs forbid any higher education. The church elders are afraid that if they permit teens to go to college, they might not return to their simple ways. Amish people dress very plainly. The women wear a dark, solid-colored dress with a black apron or pinafore. Traditionally, women also pin their hair up in a granny-style bun with a bonnet. Men wear black pants with suspenders and usually a handmade straw hat. Once a boy is old enough to join the church, he must no longer shave but grow a beard. Amish children dress the same way as their parents and are often found barefoot. The Amish women hand sew all the clothing for their families. The way they dress is just another way of demonstrating how they want to be separated from the world, and because of this, they are often targets for photographers. However, they will not pose willingly for photographs because they believe that is an example of creating a graven image of which the Bible forbids. The Amish lifestyle is very simple. The men usually farm and take care of their horses. Since the Amish do not believe in electricity, they farm with horse and plow, or simply by hand. If they don't have a farm, they usually get a job elsewhere, like running their own fruit stand or in a carpentry shop. Children help around the farm and home. They usually have a set of chores they do each day. For For instance, an example of a kid's chores for the day might look like this. Feed the calves, sweep the porch, and weed the garden. Women most often do not work outside the home but do tons of chores. They cook, clean, bake, wash, mend, help out around the house, take care of the children, and just about everything else. Also, women may contribute to the household earnings by making and selling traditional Amish quilts. A traditional Amish home is another example of their simple lifestyle. They are often plain white with no decorative trim and no telephone or electric wires to connect them to the outside world. Their homes, lawns, and gardens are very well kept and tidy. Family is extremely important to the Amish. In fact, it's part of their religion. Extended families often live in a cluster of homes built on the same homestead. They will often build additions onto the main home for the aging parents to live in so that they can take care of them. These types of additions are called großdaddy or grandfather house. There are currently over 100,000 Amish living in the U.S. and Canada. However, in this changing, upbeat world we call modern, they have been able to preserve their simple ways. Sometimes, because of this, they are often made fun of or pitied. But in the end, the Amish continue to be a part of American history. Because of their beliefs, the Mennonites were often killed or arrested. They fled to... Gosh, that's disgusting!